Welcome back, everyone. This is Justin Williams over with Business Chopstixs, and this week I have my guest here, Frederick West from Enterprise Solutions International, LLC. How you doing, Fred?
Doing awesome, man. It's a fantastic Sunday evening.
He is a business coach, long life friend here, one of the greatest networkers, marketers out there. So,
I gotta live up to that now.
So Fred, if you don't mind, I just want to pick your brain here for just a second.
Awesome.
I have some few questions here as far as basically, what do you do for a living, basically?
Well, I'm a business coach. A lot of times, business owners, they're really good they're really good tradesmen, but they're not very good at business. Most of your business owners, they started out as handymen, or they started out as salesmen or something else where they had a position in their company and they saw somebody else making a lot of money and they got a little jealous about it, or they just didn't like working for somebody else, opened up their own business and said, as long as I can keep building or as long as I can keep selling, I don't have to worry about anything else. But then when they opened up the doors, they realized there's a whole lot to business that nobody likes. And so I help them with that.
Okay, cool concept. Definitely we're in a recession, or getting out of a recession, different takes on that right now. What are some of your goals right now for the future?
Well, I have some short-term goals and I have some longer-term goals. I mean, really, what my vision is I really want to give people who are like my parents an opportunity. My parents were one of those, entrepreneurs that were good tradesmen but not really good business people. They owned different restaurants because they could cook at a restaurant. They owned an antique shop because they could fix furniture. And my dad owned an electrical business because he was a good electrician. But they were always missing the things when it came to the bookkeeping and the systemization, and basically they were glorified self-employed people. And so, what I want to do and what ESI we're looking to do is give people that foundation they need to say, listen, I have an idea. I'm good at what I do. I just need a platform to build off of. Can you help me build this foundation to do it? And that's what I do. Cool,
man. I've seen you in action. We met before. I'm in DC right now. You're in Southern Virginia, in Yorktown, right?
Mm-hmm. And it's where our freedom was won, man.
All right, so ideally, there's coaches out there, business coaches, life coaches, executive coaches. Can you explain?
To name a few, yeah.
Just to name a few. Can you explain what your role is? I know that you're more of a business coach kind of guy. The differences out there. You know what I mean?
Business coaching's kind of evolved, yeah. The thing is all the coaches kind of started out from one place. I mean, they all started out as kind of guides and psychiatrists. And so when you had somebody who was a coach, basically you're talking about life coaches. People who can facilitate change, people can help you set goals, somebody to keep you accountable. However, the coaches started splitting off. You had people who, for example, knew a little bit more about business. That's where most of my background is with business. And so when I started coaching, I didn't come from a psychiatrist background into business. I came from a business background into kind of a mentor / advisor role. And so the difference between a business coach and a lot of your other coaches is that's what they know. They know business. Yes, they can communicate with you. They help you set goals. But I tell everybody that, there are three main things a business coach should be able to do. Number one, there's an educational element that comes to it. Again, you're helping people who don't know a lot about business. So they don't know how to set goals. They don't know how to motivate people. They don't know how to systemize their business. They don't know a lot about sales and marketing. They just know their trade. So we help them with that. The second thing is you provoke action. There's a lot of people who they know what they're supposed to do, but they don't do it. Whether it's because of their self-limitations, maybe it's just because they get distracted and have ADHD, which is also known as the CEO disease. It's quite common that, they know what they're supposed to do, but they don't do it. And the third part is, you hold them accountable. A lot of times when you have somebody who says, okay, you made a promise to yourself 2 weeks ago that you're going to do this. You didn't do it. What happened? Just knowing they're going to have that conversation a lot of times provokes that action. So that's really the difference between a business coach and the other ones. The other ones work on the head a little bit, where a business coach is going to work on every part of the business.
Okay, great. Excellent. That does give some type of feedback out there as far as the different, basically all the coaches out there. So I know you're a young entrepreneur here. You got a lot of things that you're trying to build your own business. Any tips and advice that you have dealt in the past, or anything you can think of?
Absolutely. Right now, a lot of people, they see business right now working in a way where they don't think there's a lot of opportunity out there. They actually think it's a bad time to get in business. And I try to tell everybody, for one, you can choose to or not to participate in the recession. But even if you choose not to, there's a mentality that you have to, have while you're going into it. If you're thinking of a recession as a negative thing, you're going to see the negative parts of your business. But in reality, there are a lot of positives when it comes to a struggling economy and opening up a business or growing your business. Just like investing, right now may be a poor time for your money to grow, but right now is a great time to invest in the market so that when it starts growing again, you meet it at the floor. And it grows up from the floor. There's opportunity to grow your market share because there are less people out there. The person who did the additions on your house, the person who sold you your cars, the person who think of all the services you have around you and the people you used to use that are no longer in that business.
No longer there, right?
The two ways to grow your business are what? Or
somebody got to go pick them up.
Exactly. Somebody's going to pick them up. Why not you? You either increase your market share or you become more efficient. And two of those things can happen because of a struggling economy.
Right. I always said, I'm a big analogy guy. I always said, if you look at it like, boxing, when Mike Tyson was at his peak and his prime is when he was living in the Bronx or, whatever the urban city he's been living in. Yep. No food, basically no money, no parents, no family. Has something to prove. And he has something to prove, right. And he was top of his game. As soon as he started getting his money, basically he went downhill from there. Yep. I agree with you. I always think the best time to do business or to reach out and to increase your business or start your own business is during a recession when no one else is doing it, right? When everyone else is out there who's scared and is fearful of change or fearful of taking on a risk, I think this would be the perfect opportunity to take advantage of it. And I think you have a good grasp and a good niche that you're trying to do. I don't know many business life coaches, executive coaches out there. So I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't understand out there as well. So hopefully in the next couple of weeks here, we can do another webisode, and talk about a little bit more different topics. But, I appreciate doing, your introduction here, over at Business Chopsticks. And, I'm very grateful that I know you as a personally and, business-wise here, Fred. And any last words of advice or last words?
Well, I just want to go ahead and mention that the reason why I was one of the special guests on Business Chopsticks is because I'm an honorary agent. That's something that was bestowed on me by you and Dell. And so I'd like to go ahead and put that into cyberspace, that I'm an honorary, because I don't know what I am otherwise. I'm a Fruit Loop. I've told you this before. So I want to make sure that I kept that tag and you have it somewhere.
You are an honorary agent, Fred. So we'll keep you up there. And by the way, in case people don't know, I'm a half Asian, half Filipino. So we have accepted Fred into our world. So you will get a contact, my friend. All right. Take care, everyone. Thanks.
All right. God bless. Bye-bye.